Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Online, or excuse me, why do I say that all the time? Magic the Gathering Arena video. We are going to do some pack opening today. I've seen some of the reveals and spoilers. Haven't really thought too much. I didn't get an invite to the early access, so I didn't really watch a lot of people. I had to actually work, so I figured today's video would be just opening all the packs that we got, and then just kind of just pre-brewing some of the stuff that we might want to do with some of the cards, and just looking at it. I have watched some videos about like power level ideas for different cards. There is one or two that I did see that I thought was pretty interesting, and I kind of want to make a deck around. But I figured just not really throw it out the window, but just kind of open my own packs, kind of see what the cards are, and then like kind of have my own. And I figured we'd share this experience together. So here we are. We're going to open up our core 2021 packs. So here we go. So let's see. Basari's Lieutenant. So I have seen a lot about Basari's Lieutenant, and I do agree that it has a lot of value. And I kind of do want to make a deck around this, but I'm not really good with the 1/1 counters thing. So for Basari's Lieutenant, it's a vigilance with protection from multicolored. Comes down as a 3/4 for 4. When it enters the battlefield, you put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. When it or another creature dies, if it had a 1/1 counter on it, you can create a 2/2 white vigilance knight with vigilance, which is a lot of value. You pay 4 for a 3/4 body that can block and attack, has protection from multicolored, puts a 1/1 counter on something, then dies and makes 2/2 knights for every creature with a 1/1 counter. That's a lot jam-packed in a single card. And it does sound like it would go straight into a white weenies 1/1 counter deck. That'd be your top end. It'd be interesting. I might try it, but let's see what else we get. Especially, when you draw a card, you may pay 1. When you do, you may tap or untap target creature. Kraken decks. I might shoot my way at a Kraken / Octopus / whatever else that's got tentacles deck. We'll see. Alright. When you attack with 2 or more creatures with flying, you draw a card. I guess you could put that in the blue-white flyers. Kind of expensive though. I have a blue-white deck, flying deck that is essentially you strike and you draw a card. Just check it out. I think it was called what was it called? Recon Mission. I think that's because it uses the card Recon Mission. It's a pretty fun deck. So let's see what else we get. Alright. That's gonna be great for those mono greens. 1/1 and gains hexproof. Yes. I am definitely going to try to make a really good mono green Stompy, and I might even include Ugin. Maybe. I doubt it because he costs, I think he's 8. But Grim Tutor. When I first saw this, I thought this could be a good card. I mean, you pay 3, you get any card you want out of your deck. But I feel like with the speed of standard right now, it's just too fast for this. Like, you have to give up your turn 3D to essentially draw a card. You pay 3, draw a card, do nothing. And with all the red and the ramp, like by turn 3, your teamer is already on 4 or 5 mana, ready to. And if not, has already played Reclamation, then it's about to. And you just gave it up for unless you know what their next turn is and you got something to stop and you want to have to get it. But I don't know. It's not as good as I thought it would be. At least in my opinion, I don't feel it's going to be as good as I want it to be. Really, I really would love a tutor. Yes. I'm definitely wanting to try this. This guy, whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. So every freaking life deck you can think of, if I was mono white, I would even splash a little black just to put this in there. You essentially pay your 3. You know, put it down on turn 4. Pay your 3. Pay the one from your, I forgot the name of the Heliod, to give something lifelink or put a 1/1 counter on it. Boom, it gets does lifelink. Boom, you just did 3-4 points of damage with your Johnny's Primate. They lose 4. You gain 4. He gets bigger. Like, it's just dumb. Like, what this card enables. Yes, I definitely want to try that card. It's like another cry. Animal Sanctuary? What is this? Pay 2, tap, put a 1/1 counter on target dog, cat, bird, goat, ox, or snake. Alright. Okay. That sounds like a jank waiting to happen. I did see that they were trying to make dogs and cats kind of a thing. I might try that. We'll see. That's not bad. Remember this. Be the resistance is making a return. Okay. Alright, what else do we got? Wanvuli Recluse. Zorial. Huh. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 2/2 green cat creature. A 1/2 for 2 that creates 2/2s doesn't sound bad at all. If you can draw cards in green, like reliably, I guess you could do green blue. I like the art though. That's pretty dope. It's a pretty cool looking art. I don't know what this would go in. At least not initially. It's got to be something that wants to draw me a lot. So I need a shell. I mean, you could do elementals. Throw this in elementals. And every time you drop an elemental and draw a card, she creates you a body, which could buy you time to get to something bigger, which is pretty neat. Yeah. I wanna find some place. I don't know where she would go for standard anyway. I don't know. I'd have to sit and brew on that one for a minute. Most definitely. See the truth. Top 3 cards. Put 1 card in your hand. The rest of them are your library or suppose cast from anywhere other than your hand. Put these cards into your hand. Oh, okay. So if you can find a way to get this out of the graveyard and cast it, or cast it from. I guess you don't have to cast from just from graveyard. You could exile it and cast it from exile, like a red blue. It's definitely gonna be paired red. I want to say definitely when it gets paired red because I think a lot of the red allows you to exile, or green, but that's red green, so it'd be like red green blue. I don't know. Just gotta do some way. There's probably some ways. There's definitely some ways to cheat this out and get all 3 cards. Let's see. Ooh, I love me some hydras. I love me some big creatures. Big, beefy creatures. Pump it in. Comes in with X. And then if you put counters on other hydras, he gets one. Unfortunately, as much as I would love to play this, dies too easily. Death touch, spot removal, sweepers. There's a lot of that running everywhere, and just don't have. Get the heck out of here! What is this? Peer into the abyss. 3 black and 4 for 7. Target player draws cards equal to half the number of cards in their library and loses half their life. Round up each time. Okay. Draw half number of their library and lose half their life. Round it up. I immediately think there's something real cheeky with this. Like, find a way to, like, force your opponent to draw a bunch of cards and lose half their life, and then find a way to lock them out from either casting any of the cards or... Yeah, or there's some way that prevents them from casting the cards or prevents them from... Or find a way to just... Once it gets to your hand, you can mill their hand to their graveyard or something. It's gotta be, that's expensive. 7? It's gotta be, it's probably, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I'd have to reset that one. I don't know about that one. But I'm pretty sure there's something real dumb you can do with that card. It just looks like there's some hidden power behind that. Another Thrashing Bronodon. More walls. That Pride Malkin. 3 for a 2/1. It puts a 1/1 counter on every creature you control. And then creatures with 1/1 have trample. So essentially 3 cost body with trample. Transmorgify. Pay for exile creature. Meh. I mean, meh. That's how I feel. Meh. Like, I probably could find something to do with it, but meh. Alright. Radiant's back. And you look at that, huh? Hexproof in blue with a reach. Ooh, this looks like fun. So it's a 1/4 body for 3 that has reach and hexproof in blue. Whenever Sporeweb Weaver does dealt damage, you gain 1 life and you create a 1/1 green sapling creature token. So instantly, this is a very good anti-blue deck. I mean, first thing I thought was fair. Can't get bounced. So you got a 1/4 body that can't be bounced. And then anytime something hits it, it makes a 1/1. So this actually sounds good against red too, because then you know, turn 1 they have Fervent, turn 2 another Fervent, turn 3 Steamkin, and then they're swinging it with two 1s with first strike. When you block 1, they die. You make a 1/1, and you gain 1 life. That actually sounds pretty good. I don't know, 3 might be a little much. But actually, you know, that might not be bad because it is a 4 body. That 4 toughness is like really relevant. That pretty much means the only thing that removes it is something that's, you know, pumped in real high or gets exiled. I'm brain fried. What's the name of that card that exiles? I forgot that. I can't. My brain's not working. It's the 2 cost exile. Do 4 damage in exile. Pretty much your premium removal tool for this. Other than that, you're gonna have to. It's gonna 2 for 1 someone, which is great. I'm gonna have to see if I can make more of those. Eliminate. Destroy target creature or opponent's working with you for a mana cost 3 or less. Okay. That sounds pretty good, actually.
If nothing else,
Teferi. Another Teferi. Teferi, Master of Time. You may activate loyalty abilities of Teferi, Master of Time on any player's turn anytime you could cast an instant. Wait, so I can activate his loyalty on my turn and then my opponent's turn? Get out of here. +1, draw a card and discard a card. -3, target creature you don't control phases out. Treat it and anything attached to it as though they don't exist until its controller's next turn. Yo, this sounds broken. So turn 4, put him down, take him up. Now he's 4. I draw a card, discard a card. Go. Opponent goes, plays a creature I don't like. -3 it's gone. Until his turn, until his next turn. Then it goes back to me +1. So I went from 3 to 4, then 4 to 1, and then 1 to 2. Or say he doesn't even play anything that I don't want to phase out. I go play it, draw a card. He goes to 4. His turn, draw a card. He goes to 5. Go my turn, draw a card. He goes to 6. His turn, play something, -3. This sounds really broken. Really broken. And then I'm pretty sure if you add some proliferate shenanigans into this, you could hit 10. Take 2 turns. Yo, that sounds so broken. Oh my goodness. The fairy will be a deck I will try to build for something. Alright, I got a mythic wild card. Six for a 5/5 with flying and trample. You have to sack to also play it. But your opponent has to sack as well when it enters the battlefield. That's a meh. I'd rather just play it from the graveyard. But then again, there's probably better targets than this. Let's see. Garruk's Uprising. If you control power 4 greater, draw a card, and creatures you control have trample. Whenever creature with power 4 greater enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. So this incentivizes you playing really big stuff, which I like. So I'm definitely gonna have to find something for that.
I wish you had a fraction of my power.
Okay, so this is one of the cards I did see, Leon Wake of the Dead, and I agree that it is pretty strong. It's not something though I'd want to play on turn 4. It's something I'd want to play on like turn 6, because hands are pretty much near depleted. There's tons of things in the graveyard, because its +1 is that each player has to discard a card, but the opponent loses 3 life if they can't. So being later in the game, there's a better chance that they have less in their hand, so there's a better chance this will cause them to lose 3 life. But the -3 is probably what I want it for, because it's essentially like a just spot removal. Target creature gets -X until the end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard. So later in the game, everybody's going to have more cards in the graveyard. So now this minus is, a -9, or a -10, -10, or even bigger. So pretty much nothing big can hit the board. The only thing it can prevent that from happening is hexproof. So this is easily removal. And then you could probably turn that player discards a card to an upside if you play this in like a reanimate deck. So you want stuff to go in your graveyard anyway, so you chunk whatever it is you want to reanimate while they chunk something they did need, and then you just reanimate it later. And then if something gets in the way of whatever you reanimate, if you just can't handle it, Leon just goes, okay, minus, get rid of it. So I think this is actually a really good card in the right shell. It's got to be in the right shell. I wouldn't throw this in just. I mean, yeah, I could you just throw this into mono black? Because I mean, in mono black, if you play really aggro with it, you'll have a lot of stuff in your graveyard, but which will help. So, I mean, I think it's a good card. I really do. Oh, I got my first Sanctum, guys. I did see about the Sanctums too. I'm definitely want to try to make some wanky janky for standard, because the only thing you're going to be able to use is Sanctums. So I have to figure out how that would work. But a behavior instep. If a creature died this turn, draw a card. Oh, it's a creature. It's a 5/4. Nah. Oh, well, look at that. There we go. So now I definitely got to try to make a a shrine deck in standard. Oh yeah, so if you don't know, it's all colors. It's an enchantment. It's at the beginning of your upkeep. You may search your library and/or graveyard for a shrine card and put it on the battlefield. If you search your library, shuffle it. If an ability of a shrine you control triggers while you have 6 or more shrines, that ability triggers twice. So, and there's 1 shrine for each color. So if you have all your shrines out, to include Sanctum of All, then all of your shrines will trigger twice. And I'm pretty interested in trying that. Looks like fun. We're all about the fun on this channel. Yeah. There goes my red one. Got another Veto. I saw that Revitalize is back. Easy life. Another white. 9 lives. I want this to be something, but I don't think it will be. So it's a 3-cost enchantment that has hexproof, and it says if a source would do damage to you, you prevent it, and then you put a counter on this card. When this card has 9 counters, you exile it and you lose the game. So I guess there's ways to, like, you could bounce your own 9 lives, I guess. Or, like, find ways to remove counters off of it. But I feel like this is more designed for explosive plays. Like, this is definitely not going to help you against mono red, because they're going to have, 4 or 5 different sources hitting you, and it's going to get 4 or 5 counters in a single turn, and then, next turn you're just going to lose. But, like, stuff like Expansion Explosion, or like some 7/7/9/9 trample coming to your face, boom, that's 1 counter. You got 8 more counters. So against stuff like that, I can see it, unless you can find a way to, like, reduce the counters on it. I don't know. Like, I'm not a pro Magic player, so I don't know. But I want something to happen here, but I don't think it's gonna be a thing. 3/1 Ghoul for 3. Beginning of your instep, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, return from your graveyard to the battlefield tap. Huh. So, like, recurring 3 damage if you gain lots of life. Looks like life is a big thing here. Okay, Punisher. Mangara the Diplomat. So 2/4 for 4 with lifelink. Whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, if 2 or more of those creatures are attacking you and or planeswalkers you control, draw a card. Wait, what? Whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn, draw a card. Wait a minute, so white has draw now? Get the fuck out of here! Two forward lifelink. If 2 creatures attack you, you draw a card. Or if they attack a planeswalker, you draw a card. If they cast more than 1 thing a turn, you draw a card. I will be making wild cards for this, and I will be trying to make a deck with this. A white deck that has draw, that doesn't cost me anything. It's just, I just put a body on. I put 4, put a body, I get to start drawing card. Well, next turn, because it doesn't give me any value coming in. It just gives me a 2/4 body with lifelink. But I say go, they draw on their draw phase. They draw any more cards, I draw a card. They play a creature, they play anything else, I draw a card. And that toughness is so relevant. 4 doesn't die to shock, doesn't die to scorch. Yo. Yo, I definitely need to make a deck with this. Oh man, this opens up. So maybe I can use this into building something more top end heavy, because I can continually draw cards. I don't have to play the low end game. I want more of that. Another Wild Gorger. Another Gargoyle. So this is another card I did see, and I'm kind of sad because I really want this card in my like monster stompy green deck. The problem is it's crazy. It's like this is why I think Standard is starting to get like out of hand. If I won't say starting, it is out of hand. It's a 6/6 for 5, so it's already overstated. Add vigilance, reach, and trample. So it's just ignore everything else right now. Ignore everything else right now. It's a 6/6 with vigilance, reach, and trample, and it has no impact on Standard right now because it cannot do anything coming in. You pay 5 to get the 6/6 destroy target creature for 3. And that's just with murder. There's cheaper stuff than murder. This thing gets killed for 2 mana. You spend 5, they pay 2 at instant speed. You play this later in the game because you're like, I ate up all his target, destroy target creature spells. You got Teferi, a 3 mana bounce anything almost. Like, not only do you set back on tempo, they draw a card. Like, this creature is so crazy and it can't do anything until your opponent's turn. Like, in the current Standard, I'm definitely still going to try to make a deck with this because I love this card. This card is like the embodiment of green. This is green. This is, I am huge. I am a threat. Deal with me now. But the problem is everybody can deal with everything. They can deal. It can be dealt with so easily. Like, maybe when we rotate with the next set, when we lose that whole last block, like, maybe, but it hurts my heart because this like speaks to me. This is the deck I want, and it has so much value in it, and we didn't even get to what the text said. So you have a 6/6 that costs 5 that has vigilance, reach, and trample. Whenever it attacks or blocks, you can either make a 3/3 beast token, gain 3 life, or draw a card. So you get a 6/6 that draws you a card, and then on turn 6/6 that gains you life, and then on turn you have 6/6 that makes a body. Like, so much value is packed in this card, and you can't even use it because of the current rate of Standard is like you're dead by turn 4, or you're stalled out completely by turn 4. Like, you can't do anything. The only thing I can see about doing this is you have to somehow either flash it in or haste it in. And even if you flash it in or haste it in, you still can be dealt with because most of the removal is instant speed. So, and to make it so if you want to flash it in, you need the, I forgot the blue enchantment that costs 4, where makes all your creatures have flash. And you need that like in your opening hand. And even then, it still can be dealt with. Or you can have Rhythm of the Wild. Play this in haste. But then that's another 3 mana you have to invest before you can even play this. And even then it still gets dealt with. You can run the red pig god. Play that, then play this from your hand to do a 6/6. And it attacks. I think that's probably like the only real way to like get value in it. Is you'd have to play the pig god, play it from your hand, it'll do 6 damage, and then you can pick one. But actually, you can't even pick one because it's not declaring an attack. It just comes out attacking. Or maybe it works. I'd have to like figure it out and see if that works. My filter fell down to my mic. Here we go. Yeah, I really want this card. I really love this. I love this card already, and I haven't played it. I want this card to do great things, but it's frustrating because I don't think it's gonna happen in this Standard. It's not gonna happen in this Standard, not without some significant help. But I digress. Back to the card pack opening. We're pretty much at 30 minutes, so I might trim the fat here. Alpine Hound Monster. Cat and dog support. Transmogrify. Boy, they really want me to have Transmogrifies. I dinosaur with Death Touch. 4 for 2/2 Death Touch. If it attacks and you control power 4 greater, it gets nah. Not feeling that. Speaker of the Heavens. 1 for a 1/1 with Vigilance and Lifelink. That's a lot of stuff on a 1/1. Tap it to create a 4/4 injured creature token with flying. Activate this ability only if you have at least 7 life more than your starting life total, and only any time you could cast a sorcery. That's not bad. You can make it as you can 4/4 at sorcery speed, and it is Vigilance and Lifelink. So I mean, but dies to everything. So your best bet if you really want the 4 angel is just save it, and then in response to them trying to kill it. Actually, you can't even do that because it has to be created at sorcery speed. So, I don't think it's that great. I mean, if you can get it out of there, yeah, if you can figure out a way to prevent it from being spot killed, possibly. Bazari's Lieutenant. Alright, but yeah, there was a lot of cards in there that we did see. Well, I want to say a lot. I got like 4 copies of Transmogrify already. I don't even have to use wild cards on it, which I don't think I would. Or maybe, I don't know. I make a lot of janky stuff. But you know, there's our second or third Bazari's Lieutenant. We saw Gorgoroth. Like, there's a lot. There's some serious. We got Teferi. So there's a lot of stuff that's coming out that I really want to try. But I'll have to open the rest of the packs later because I'm not gonna bore y'all guys with an hour of just card pack opening. But I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on YouTube. I have YouTube and wow, I can't think. YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. So, and Twitch, but I haven't streamed much lately. If you have any deck ideas, put it in the video down below so I can like see them, maybe give them a whirl. Just another day with the cards. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.